Well, it's a mail call. Mail call. What's today? Today is, I have no idea. Let me check the computer. It is Thursday, December 8th, 2006 at 1:43 p.m. or 13:43 hours. Anyway, we have a mail call here from the Big Gaz. Yeah. Now, did you ever hear this guy sing? He is right on the money. What was that one there? The Fiddler on the Roof thing. Right there. So, the Big Gaz. Definitely entertaining. He really knows how to reach out there with some of these videos. Clever, real clever. Sometimes they make you think. Good guy, good guy. Now, if I remember right, I'm almost positive I sent you a decal, Gaz. A decal. But if you didn't get it, let me know, because I'll be more than happy to send you another one. So, but I think you got it. I hope you got it anyway, because I sent it out about a month ago. But the Gaz, you guys got to stop by and see the Big Gaz. Definitely entertaining, clever, good guy, good channel. I've got nothing but good to say about this guy. All right, check him out, guys. You will definitely be glad you did. The Gaz, the Big Gaz. So that takes care of him. Definitely got to check him out. Now, we also got one here from Larry Z24. And thank you for the sticker. I sent him one. Truly appreciate it. Well, I appreciate it too, Larry. I appreciate all the decals or stickers that I get from my subs. And even the ones that don't sub me, I still appreciate it. So, and Merry Christmas to you too, and in good health. I appreciate it, Lair. And I'm going to put this on the board and put it up there and wear it with honor. How's that one? And he also sent me some bullet holes. Hey, those kind of fit. So I'll tell you, I had a vehicle. I had a I don't even remember the year. 98 maybe. I had a 15 passenger Ford window van. Yeah, 98, that's what it was. It was white, and I was working in New York at the time, but I was also working as a bouncer, I guess you would say, security, doorman, whatever you want to call it, at a Jamaican nightclub. And I was there for 4 years. It was a armed account. There was gunfire almost every night. But we had a pretty good rapport with the customers. We had an area out in front, and that brought this up here. We had an area out front of the club that was, I don't know, maybe 30 feet by 30 feet. And we had a yellow line separating it from the sidewalk side to the driveway side. I'll show you, I'll draw you a picture someday. But cars used to park up in front of the club. And it was okay, but we would only fit maybe 3 cars up there. We did have a parking lot next door that belonged to a meat market, and they let us use the parking lot at night when they were closed. Well, I took my 15 passenger van, and sometimes I would park it on the grass between the street and the sidewalk in front of the other building. Well, one night there was, well, one night, every night it happened, but there was some gunfire going off. The customers are trying to get out the door, and naturally we want to lock them in at this point because the gunfire is going off outside the door. And if somebody were to step out, they were going to get hit in the crossfire. And that's how that would have happened. Again, I'll draw you a picture and tell you the whole story someday. But in the interim, come to find out, my partner comes up to me after it's all over and said, "Hey, Buzz, somebody shot the windows out of your van." I go, "What?" I go, "No," and it's nighttime, and from where I'm at and, where we're standing, it just looks like clean windows. I mean, you didn't see any shattering or anything. So I said, "Nah," I said, "I watched the windows and things, and it's about maybe 115, 120 feet away from us." And he goes, "No, I'm serious." And he starts laughing. I said, "Yeah, right." Well, sure as shit, they shot the windows out of my van. One of them went right through the back door, into the back of the back seat. Like I said, it was a 15-passenger van. The other one went through the back door and shot the top of the push-down lock, the back lock, shot the top right off it, and went through the window, shot the lock, went through, skimmed the top of the back seat, and went out the driver's side window. So that took out 2 windows. Another one had gone through the other window and took out the window immediately to the driver's left rear rather. And no, sure shit, they took out like 5 windows. So, holy shit. Well, they weren't aiming for my truck. They were aiming for one another. My truck was about 100 feet away from where they were aiming at. However, when you're not looking at where you're shooting and you're just sticking your hand out from around the corner and just shooting, you don't know where the bullets are flying. And that's what had happened. So I actually ended up with real bullet holes in my van. So, but hey, Bear. Now the next night, the guy that was on the side that was shooting towards, if you want to say towards my van, well, I'm not going to say his name, but he was a steady customer and he was a good kid. Well, yeah, good kid. I mean, it's hard to say they're good kids or they're good people when they're shooting at one another, but for all intended purposes, he wasn't a bad guy. So he came up to me and he walks in, and I'm at the door, and I says, "So, hey," I says, "by the way," I says, now he knows that I know it was him shooting. I said, "By the way," I said, "whoever was over here shooting at so-and-so over there shot the windows out of my van accidentally." I says, "And it cost me like $500. Now, it didn't cost me $500. The insurance company paid for it. But, I want them to know that there's a problem here." So I said, "When you see him," again, it's him that I'm talking to, but I'm using a third party that doesn't exist. "Let him know that it cost me $500 to get my windows fixed." "Oh, man, I'm sorry, man, but I was sure the blood clot, yeah, bumper clot, yeah, okay." He's talking about the other guy. Well, the next night he came in, shakes my hand, and there was a $100 bill in it. Every night when he came in, shook my hand, he paid me a $100 bill. He paid off the $500. So that's what I mean, how they're kind of okay. Now, I know nobody got hurt. And the only way we were able to survive in this area was by our word. My word to the neighborhood and the customers of the club was, as long as it's not happening on club property or in the club, meaning outside that yellow line on the outside of the property, even if I see what's going on, I don't see what's going on. But in return, the club has to stay clean. Well, that's basically what happened, Now, if somebody had really gotten hurt, naturally I would have to step up to the plate because I knew, but nobody got hurt. The only thing that got hurt was my windows got shot out, but at that point that was taken care of. So, but again, you know, it was a word. It was a thing between, an agreement between the club neighborhood, the club customers, and the club security. And it worked that way. We never had any issues. Well, we had a few issues in the club from people that would come in from out of town. But other than that, it was always a pretty decent club. So, but anyway, got off the story. Larry, Z24, stop by, check him out. Again, a good guy. I really got nothing bad to say about anybody that sends me the decals, only because I know them, I sub them, and if I sub them, I like their channels, I think they're good people, so there's nothing bad that I can say about these guys. If I didn't sub them, didn't like them, I wouldn't be holding their decal. So, alright guys, stop by and see Larry, Z24. And I got some bullet holes. I don't know where I could put those, because I would be just inviting real ones. I will make use of these. Alright, thank you. Now, I got something here going out, actually. I have two envelopes here going out. I'm not going to show you who they're going to, because their addresses are there. But they're all ready to go. The stamps are on them and everything. And one of them is going to Mr. Worm, the cutworm. Now here's a guy that I've been watching for a while, right on through. He got his new split level, or not split level, his double wide delivered. Nice looking place. He's got a hell of a garage. He's big into VW, Volkswagens. If I remember right, he had a old 66 Chevy pickup truck. That was a nice little truck. I would have driven there to pick it up if he would have sold it to me. So I liked it. You know, running or not, I would have gotten that truck. But since then, I'm looking at one here, so I'm pretty well set with that. But there he is. Mr. Cutworm 59. Now he sends me his decal, and then he sends me one of these little psychedelic 1950, 60, 70 peace signs. It must have been during his hippie days when he was smoking the little, well, what'd they call them back then? The Mary Janes or whatever. But then he really spices up my board. Now, when I put this on my board, guys, I want you to behave. You know, I know you guys like to party, and she looks like a party type, but behave. I don't know if I'm going to put her on my board, because I know how you guys get. But meanwhile, stop by and see Cutworm. Another good channel, another good guy. So that's it for my decals, guys, and for the mail call today. Now, if at any time you requested a decal from me, or a sticker, whichever you guys want to call them, and you never received it, just let me know and put your address along with it, and I will get it out to you. But I think I got everybody covered. I mean, some people I even sent 6 of them out to, if you know who I mean. Sometimes I got as bad as Rainbow Bright. Yeah, she sent me 2. Well, I'm up on you by 5 or 4, because I sent 6 to one person. 2, 3 times. 3 times makes 6. So anyway, guys, let me get back to doing what I'm doing. Let me get these decals up, and I'll be right back. All right, we have Larry Z24 on the board. We have Mr. Worm, Cutworm 59 himself, with his date, I guess. And then Big Giz, there he is, the man. So there's the addition. Don't mind him if you're crooked. I'm covering up some of the ones that mean nothing. And that's about it. Now once I get the cutter cutting and I can cut that, I'll take that and peel it off and make a new one and put it someplace else. But for now, until I get everything working, that's where everything's at. And like I say, none of them are straight, but don't worry about it. Okay guys,